Diamond Tier 1 is the highest rank on Master Duel's competitive ladder, and with the right deck and a bit of luck, just about anyone can reach that goal. But what if you don't use the right deck? What if you play a plant-based alternative? How far could you get? I'm Hardleg Joe, if ya didn't know, and that's exactly what I do. Each month my patrons pick a different deck, and I see how far I can push it up the Master Duel ladder. This month's deck is Predaplants, a dark fusion archetype themed after carnivorous plants, and also oddly shaped dragons with mysterious Konami orbs. Originally introduced back in 2016, Predaplants have mostly seen play as a small engine in other decks, never quite making it as a self-contained archetype until now. Their latest round of support has done wonders for the deck, boosting its consistency while giving it the tools to both set up disruptions and deal massive damage. Not only that, but their playstyle is flexible enough that you can mix them with other fusion-based archetypes, like let's say, Branded perhaps? Will that be necessary to reach a diamond? Will we need to cross-pollinate our plants with one of Master Duel's strongest decks in order to survive? Or will we be able to get there off the back of pure Preda power? You'll have to watch to find out. Alright, so here we are, and as the intro said, we are playing Predaplants. And if you know anything about Predaplants, you're probably looking at this list and thinking it's not optimal. And that's true. Because we did really poorly last month, we're starting in Gold 5 this month. And though there is a really good version of Predaplants, it uses the Branded engine, and Branded is still probably the best deck, at least one of the top 5 decks or whatever. So I feel like starting with that, probably a little bit too easy. I think that we can get through Gold using pure Predaplants. So I'm going to start with that. We've got this Go Second build that we've made, which is honestly not too different from the Go First build. Predaplants have a lot of tools for doing both. The only real thing that makes this a Go Second, a blind second deck, is the fact that we're playing Lightning Storm over something like Forbidden Droplet. And then once we get into Platinum, then I'll probably throw in the Branded engine, and if you want to see Branded Predaplants, which isn't just branded with a couple Predaplant cards in it, like it actually makes other plays and summons Predaplant monsters that like a pure Branded deck wouldn't. But we'll go into that later on once we run into some roadblocks. For now, we've got this build, which is looking to be one of the cheapest decks I've ever played. In fact, if we're looking at just like the SRs and URs, I could probably buy this now with just what I have. Or I almost could. I need 3 URs total, and I only have enough for 2. So we are going to open some packs. It's just a matter of trying to figure out if we are going to be opening the Predaplant pack, which is also the Cubic pack for some reason, the Natural Selection, or if we're going to be opening the newest pack, which has the Mysterious Labyrinth. Maybe we'll do a little bit of each, maybe some of the other, I don't know. I'll talk to chat and figure it out. Alright, so we're going to open a couple packs of Natural Selection, which as I mentioned is Predaplants and also Cubics. We don't need a whole lot from this pack. Pretty much we just need 1 Chimera Rafflesia, and we need 1 Trippa Fiver. The names of the Predaplants are hard. This is Rafflesia, this is Triff. This is just Triff, it's just what it is. We actually do need to get a second one of these. This is at 1 right now, but they've already announced that partly through January, they're gonna change the ban list and bring this to 2. So we will need 2 of this eventually. Right now we're playing 1 of this and 1 Lone Fire, which we'll have to craft on its own. So if we're lucky, we can get this 1 ultra rare we need and the 2 super rares we need. Mostly though, this is just going to be getting crafting materials. Because Verte's at 1, we already have 1, so if we get an extra 1, we're breaking it down. This, even when you play Cubics, you do not play this. I'm breaking it down if I get it. The other ones I might keep. I think I have a couple extras of each one, but we'll see. We'll try this. We'll spend a couple thousand points. Let's go ahead. 10 packs of this. 1,000 gems on the board. And we've already got at least 1 ultra rare. Probably 2, because this one's usually closeted. It won't tell you that it's rainbow until you get there, but it might be. This one's got a purple card. Is it in the right side of the pack? It is! Alright, the only purple card we need is Chimera Rafflesia. 2 packs in. Will we get the Chimera Rafflesia? Show me that Chimera Rafflesia! No, it's Crimson Nova. It's just a big cube. It's just a big fucking cube with a scythe for a hand. Oh hey, pack number 3. We've got another one. I've accidentally tripped it. Will this be the Rafflesia? No. No, it's the Dark Trinity. Okay. Okay, last pack. Surely the final card has to be an ultra rare, right? Like it has to be the Chimera Rafflesia? No, it's the Cubic Karma. I guess that's my karma coming back to me. Okay, well we got some stuff. We can at least break down that. We can break down this. We might be able to break down, probably break down Unification, because this just seems absolutely awful. So we've got some dust. Let's go ahead and try one more, see if we can get it out of there, and if not, I'm done with this pack, because it's just got nothing really great in it. Oh, hey! It's my good friend, Unending Nightmare. If only I hadn't already bought 3 of you. Such a good card, absolutely love it, but I must break you. Alright, last pack. This one's been full of nothing. Can we get the trip in the final pack? Show me the Tripathyvern! Nope. No, it's Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon, which is something we would need if we didn't already pull one last time. So yeah. Oh, now we're guaranteed a UR. I was done with this pack! I was over! And now they pull me back in. I guess we'll do one more if I'm guaranteed an ultra rare. Okay. This is the last pack. This is my guaranteed ultra rare. Will it be the Chimera Rafflesia? Show me the Chimera Rafflesia! Oh ha! No, it's a third Trinity. This pack is awful. Alright, so at this point, I can just craft everything. However, in the spirit of opening more packs, and in the spirit of getting more dust, and because I have the gems to use without spending any of my own money, I think we're gonna open up some mysterious Labyrinth packs anyway. There's always a chance, maybe in the coming months, that we'll play Labyrinth or Runick, and it would be nice to get some of these cards, and if we just so happen to pick up like a Starving Venom Predapower Fusion Dragon along the way, well, there we go. With this show, I'm always making new decks. The reason why the one I have now is so cheap is because I opened up extra packs and I kept a bunch of stuff that I didn't need at the moment, but I have now. So we're gonna spend our extra 3,000, we'll just open these up. Oh, we got the Weather Painter Field Spell. That's pretty good. What else do we got? Like a 5th Amicamlicaries and Runick Fountain. Oh, we didn't need any of these. Where's the Predaplants? Alright. Alright. Predaplant, 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 Predaplant. Let's go, Predaplant! Oh, that's illegal! It's illegal! Get it out of here. Alright. We got another chance. Come on, let's see that Predaplower. Whoosh! It's another Runick Fountain. We're getting the whole playset of Runicks, and not the one of Predaplant we want. Power, power, in the tower, summon out the Predaflower. I got a maid instead. It didn't work. Alright, so they didn't respond to chants, they didn't respond to praise. Maybe we need to threaten them. Like, look here, you piece of shit. You better be the Predaplant I need, or ooh, I'm gonna do something so bad, you're gonna wish I didn't do something so bad. There we go. They just respond to violence, you know? Oh hey, I got another one. I got another one and it's shiny too. But I don't care about shiny. I'm gonna break it down for the ultra rare points. Cause you only ever need one of these things. There's no way you're making 2. And I am not a caveman. I am not impressed by shiny pieces of digital cardboard. I care about the content of its character. What it can actually do. And because the shinies don't matter, they get destroyed. Alright, so there we go. After only 5,000 gems, we were able to build the whole thing. I was willing to spend all 6,000, but You know, we already got the Predapower. There's no point in making anything else. We were able to craft everything and still have enough super rare and ultra rare points left to make whatever we want, which will be helpful once we switch to the branded version. We might have to craft a few more things, open a few more packs, and if nothing else, it's saving for next month. You know, you can always afford to save. A penny saved is a penny in your pocket, or something like that. But anyway, now what I'm going to do is take this and duel it against some viewers, mostly patrons. We might make a few tweaks to the formula, we might add something else, but if all goes well, I'll be back here in a second, just sort of telling you how this all works before we get into the climb. And if you're hearing about the Patreon and you're like, oh hey, I'd like to help test, I'd like to be part of this, you can join it. There's a link down in the description. Just $1 gets you on my patrons only Discord, and then you can get involved in all this. You get notifications about the stream, you get updates, there's a friendly community there, it's all sorts of stuff. So check that out, and I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are. Here's the deck we're going to go in with. No changes necessary, at least not now. There's a couple things I'm maybe thinking about tweaking, but those involve buying ultra rares, and I don't want to do any of those yet. I want to take it on the ladder first and see how it does. As for how to actually play this deck, it's a bit difficult to describe, right? Because it's one of those decks that lives and dies on shitting things out of the extra deck. So we've got this toolbox of extra deck monsters, like Chimera Rafflesia. It's a Predaplant and a dark monster. Once per turn, target a monster on the field that has a level lower or equal than this, banish it. You've got a targeted banish. You've got Starving Venom, 2 dark monsters on the field, except tokens. When it's fusion summoned, make this card gain attack equal to 1 opponent's special summoned monster until the end of this turn. Non-targeting effect raise basically can get over anything by battle, because it'll have their attack plus 28. Dragostapelia, this is probably one of the strongest ones. Negate the activated effects of your opponent's monsters that have predator counters. We have a few ways to put predator counters on monsters, including this, which is once per turn, quick effect, target a monster, place a predator counter on it. This negates all those monsters, obviously, which is pretty nice, but predator counters in general have their own effect, which is if that monster is level 2 or higher, it becomes level 1 as long as it has a predator counter. So not only is this good for negating monsters, but it can also disrupt like Ixie and Synchro plays, right? Your opponent summons a Swordsoul, they make the token, and then you target the token and put a predator counter on it. It's now level 1, so unless they have a level 5 Synchro, they're not going to be able to do anything with it. That's useful because we also have this trap, which is searchable. If we happen to go first, we can use this. Send a Predaplant from your deck to the graveyard, place a predator counter on each face-up monster on the field, and if they do, their levels become 1. So this is just a blanket add predator counters to everything. Make everything level 1, and then if you have Dragostapelia out, they're all negated too. Pretty nice little combo. Again, if you're going first, but this is a go second build. And it's a go second build mostly because of this thing. I'm just gonna call it Triff. Predaplant Triff, 3 dark monsters on the field. A bit of a high cost, but you can do it with this deck pretty easily. Gains the attack equal to the original attack of all monsters on the field with predator counters. So if your opponent has a couple monsters on the field and you have a couple monsters and you have a way to put predator counters on like all of them, this thing gets big, big, big. We're talking like 100,000 attack. And this we can use to OTK pretty easily, especially in combination with stuff like the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, which can already get pretty huge. In addition, unlike the Galaxy Eyes deck where it was OTK or lose, this also has the effect that if your opponent would special summon from the extra deck, you can once per turn just negate and destroy. So it's a summon negate. If they happen to stop the OTK, we've got some control elements. Also, if your opponent controls a monster with a predator counter, you can summon this from the graveyard. So even if it leaves the field, we have ways to get it back. Our other 2 big playmakers are Greedy Venom Fusion Dragon, 3,300 attack, takes a Predaplant and a dark monster with an original level of 8 or higher. Once per turn, target a monster on the field until the end of this turn, change its attacks to 0, and its effects are negated. It also does some stuff when it's destroyed, but it doesn't matter because being able to negate something and also change its attack to 0, very good for that OTK. Even if we don't get to 100,000, having like this and a Starving Venom when we make something 0, going to be very strong. And finally, we've got Starving Venom Predapower Fusion Dragon. very difficult to summon, takes a dark fusion monster plus another fusion monster, but its effect is pretty sweet. Once per turn, when a card or effect is activated, you contribute one monster on either player's field with a predator counter and negate it. And then if this card is destroyed, it like floats into any dark monster. But this allows us to negate anything by tributing our opponent's monsters as cost, as long as we can get predator counters on them. So again, we activate this if we've got like Starving Venom Predaplower and like Dragostapelia, everything's negated, and then we can negate their spell traps by tributing off their monsters. It's absolutely nutty. Now what makes this particularly good, why we're playing this in a go second variant, is because one, a fusion deck is the best deck in the format. Branded is everywhere, it's being mixed into everything, DPE is still around, and because this takes a fusion monster, Dragostapelia takes a fusion monster, Super Poly is very, very strong in this deck. And we have ways to search Super Poly, because we're playing Darlingtonia Cobra. If this is summoned by the effect of a Predaplant, you can add one polymerization or fusion spell from your deck to your hand. So this searches Super Poly, it searches Instant Fusion, it searches Ultra Polymerization, which is actually pretty good in this deck. But the point is, you have a lot of flexibility into what you can go into, depending on what your opponent's field is, what you draw, what you search. And in addition to Darlingtonia Cobra, we of course have Verte Anaconda, who is a Predaplant. A lot of people forget that this is part of that archetype. Not only can it pay 2,000 to send something like Super Poly to deck to the graveyard and use its effect, but it also has the effect to target a monster on the field and make it dark. In case you didn't notice, a lot of these are a fusion monster and a dark monster. Two dark monsters on the field, a Predaplant and a high-level dark monster. So the fact that we can make them dark and then Super Poly with them is just like incredibly good. Again, for that OTK, it works if they have monsters on the field, but going first, you can't take advantage of it. That's why we're starting with this go second build, hoping that the blind second will work, and then if things don't work out very well, we can maybe make a branded Predaplant version of this deck, get rid of the Verte Anaconda, and focus on doing combos where we're ending on like Dragostapelia plus this, plus a Mirror Jade, and see how that works. Overall, this is just a very versatile deck. It has going first plays, it has going second plays, and a lot of the monsters are really just like, you can special summon them under certain conditions. If they leave the field, search a card. If you can put this in the Pendulum Zone, you can fusion summon. If you can get this on the field, you can fusion summon. There's no set combo. It's non-linear. You're just taking whatever tools you have and finding a way to make as many fusion monsters as possible. So that's the plan, at least starting out. You'll see how some of these other things work out. And hopefully if you have any questions, that will be answered watching the duels. But if not, you can always ask down in the comments. I generally try to respond to as many comments as I can. Without further ado though, let's just go ahead and jump right into the first duels. Let's just get on that ladder and start climbing, baby. All right, so we're not gonna be able to show off our go second abilities here. And this is a pretty darn not good hand, but I think we could still do some stuff with it. All right, so Clam. This can fusion summon using itself and cards on your hand, field, or on your opponent's field that have predator counters. We're just gonna use the Darlingtonia in our hand. We're gonna summon this. Ambulo. This is like the best card in the deck. It's better than everything. This allows us to search a card, pretty much any predator card. No, actually, okay, we're gonna go for Vibe Slip. Because in addition to this effect, it can tribute a monster, including itself, to summon a Predaplant from the deck. So we're gonna summon Orphis Scorpio. If you don't know this combo, Orphis Scorpio can discard a monster card, summon a Predaplant from the deck. We're gonna pick Darlingtonia Cobra. If Darlingtonia Cobra is summoned by the effect of a Predaplant, you get to search a polymerization or fusion card. Also, if this is sent to the graveyard, you can add a Predaplant from your deck to the graveyard. I think we need Bufo at this point. Yeah, we're gonna go for Bufo. We're gonna get boofy with it. And this we're going to use to search Ultra Polymerization. Ultra Polymerization, you gotta use monsters on the field. Cost 2,000 life points. Do we just make another one of these? No, I think we make Chimera Raflasia. It's not the best, but it'll be a fusion monster if nothing else. So we make Chimera Raflasia, and then we can use this in the graveyard, target the monster we just made, summon back the materials. Their effects are negated and stuff, but that don't matter that much because they're there. I think that might really be it, unfortunately. Yeah, this is not a great starting hand, at least going first. And I think with everything that we've got going, we're gonna go for Triff. We're going to negate summons from the extra deck, hopefully. Hopefully they're playing an extra deck. So we've got this. We've got Called by the Grave, and this has an effect in the graveyard, which is pretty nice, but it'll only activate during the standby phase. During the next standby phase, after this was sent to the graveyard, add a polymerization or fusion spell to get Super Poly. So we're prepared for next turn. Next turn, as long as they don't OTK us, you know, we've got the Lightning Storm, we've got Predaplants to special summon anything from our hand, and we've got Super Poly. Or more realistically, we've got Super Poly, a card to discard, and Lightning Storm. 2,000. Garbage Lord? It's Garbage Lord! Look at him coming down here. Special summon them. Giant Kozaki. If there is no face-up Kozaki on the field, this card is destroyed. Inflict damage to its owner equal to its current attack. Why are they self-burning? This is some kind of self-burn deck? Are they trying to D-rank, or are they gonna, like, switch our life points? Alright. Toon World? Yeah, I guess it's just self-TK. Why would they let us go first, I wonder? The Gold 5 experience. They won't pass. I had this the other day. Oh, really now? Is that what you think? Okie dokie. Well, I don't need to do anything. I can just attack with this unless they have, like, I don't know, what would it be? Magic Cylinder? Do you got something that can stop this? Destruction of Destiny. Send 3 cards from the top of your deck. Take 1,000 for every spell trap sent this way. And another one. Truly, we live in a society. Well, you know, not the most satisfying win, but I guess I'll count it as a win. We got it. I hope that's not becoming an infestation. Oh, hey, we open with Max C. Ash. I think that means we win against many decks. We also open with our one of Trap. And this thing, which is not great. Pre-res map? Yeah, I'll allow them to do that because I'm curious to see what they got, and also I want them to have their life points. FA Auto Navigator, eh? Alright. Sure, I'll allow that. Alright, Pit Stop. Reduce its levels by 2, and if you do, draw cards. Sure. I might feel bad about allowing all this to go through, but we'll find out. And there we go! I didn't even have to ash them. FAs are just, they'll just lose on their own, you know? I mean, we did start with Lightning Storm Instant Fusion, which is a pretty great combo. Oh, Flew Under Ease. Wait, was that March of the Monarchs? Excuse me? Oh. I'm honestly kind of surprised I haven't seen that in Flunder before. Just make everything invincible. Oh, okay. I see. So this is what a Gold 5 bird dex looks like. Let's go. You know, I'm so glad we're playing 2 of these, because if we were playing 1, we would be bricking on it all over the place. Let's get rid of that spell trap, whatever it is. I'm not even worried about it being like, you know... Huh. I wonder why they didn't activate that. Okay, let's start with Instant Fusion. We're instantly fusing, baby! We can make Ambluo. And that's all she wrote. Lightning Storm and Instant Fusion is all you need. And with that, we break up from gold 5 into gold 4. You know, I knew gold was going to be a little easier. I didn't think it would be this much easier. I think we can do this. Okay, so let's try this. We'll activate Practice. We'll special summon the Bislip. And then we get to add a card. We're going to go for Clammy. We're going to normal summon. We're going to activate this effect to fusion summon. And that'll allow us to make the Amblu. Okay, and then we're going to get 2 searches. This will search. And this will search. Let's get the hand trap, actually. That might just be useful. And then this will search me the Predaplanting. We're going to be planning something. Time for a game of disappearing bears. And just like before, we're going to use this to get Orphis Scorpio. Hey there, it's Scorpio. Doing all the things that we Scorpio know. And then we'll just discard this, which is why I said it didn't really matter. If Biflis wasn't once per turn, we would have got that, but it is, so we didn't. Getting this, let's get the Ultra Polymerization yet again. Activating this. And this time what we're going to do is we're going to make the Chimera Rafflesia just like before. We're going to activate the Ultra Polymerization, get everything back. And then we're going to make Darlintonia Cobra this time. Defense, just to play around Lightning Storm. And then we're going to set Predaplanting. And the Called By. Alright! And these monster negates will also change their level, so we can mess them up if they're playing something like Swordsoul. And we'll have the Super Poly for next turn, assuming we survive. They did make us go first, though, so the chance that we get, like, Lava Golem Lightning Stormed is critically high. Fusion Gate! We're a fellow fusion aficionado over here, chat. During the main phase, you can fusion summon by using materials from their hand or field. So unfortunately, the fact that the predator counters have changed levels don't really affect anything, unless they're going to Ixie summon. But it doesn't look like they are. It looks like they're fusion summoning. Also kind of stupid. 3 cards. Cyber End Dragon! Yeah, I have to put a counter on that so that I don't take all the damage. I kinda don't want to take all the damage. There you go. Just a little bit of damage. Cyber Overload Fusion. Rampage Dragon. They're going on a rampage, chat. Well, I mean, we can negate their activated effects now, right? Yeah. This is where we use Predaplanting. Time to plan things out. Let's send a card from our deck to the graveyard. Probably Biflis, because that gains effect when it goes to the graveyard. I believe. Put a predator counter on everything. And your effect is negated. And yeah, I do get Biflis. And I think we're going to get this, because it may just come in handy. They think their activated effects aren't negated, chat. Isn't that adorable? Isn't that cute? Let's all laugh together. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Stop, you're bullying. That's rude. You don't know who this guy is or what they're going through. What if they're 6? You don't want to laugh at no 6-year-old. That's rude. Okay, well, they've killed my dude, but we have Super Poly, and they have fusion monsters. One of them is a dark fusion monster. Let's go ahead and special summon the Bisplis. This guy. I just think he's neat. Okay, we're gonna normal summon this. I could use your monsters for fusion material, but this is more funny. We're gonna Super Poly. We'll discard the Lightning Storm. And we're gonna use our 3 dark monsters on the field to make Triffathivern, who, if you recall, gains attack equal to the original attack of all monsters with predator counters. Also, when we summon a fusion monster, we can banish this and pop a card, so let's pop the fusion gate. And also, when this is sent from the field to the graveyard, we could search a thing. It's a pity we had to use our normal summon, because if we could normal summon this, that would be very funny. But at least their fusion is gone, and we've got a very, very big thing, so let's attack over this. 7,000! Alright, Cyber Dragon,
In the battle of the fusion monsters, it would seem that the plants are bigger than the machines. What have you to say about that, hmm? You see, I am channeling the user of the Predaplants, who was a complete asshole in the anime, so I can't be proven wrong. Not even gonna shift to defense. Not even, they're just like, go ahead, destroy me, king. I'm too weak. Attack for 7,000 and end this pitiful duel once and for all. That's right, pitiful. Pathetic. It was limiter removal. I'm in danger, chat. They've removed the limit. So the duel's not over. Big whoop. You know what? You want to go? What do you want, an award? I'm gonna be fine about that. Check it out. If your opponent controls a predator counter, it just comes back, and it's still got all that attack. And I could summon this too. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Yeah, we're fine. I'm not afraid of you. Go ahead. Just die. Just get out of here. I mean, yeah, I'm down to 3,000 now. I'm not as big as I want. I'm just regular big. But that's fine. We don't need that to win. We're good. There's no way they can beat through our defense wall. We're too powerful. No. No, you're not allowed to do that. You've been called by the grave, bitch. Can you take a message? Ha 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 ha! The machines of men cannot hold up to the mighty power of nature. Over time, the creeping vine will strangle the life out of all that you hold dear. All right, I'm going first. I've got instant fusion, so there's that, but if they have any hand trap, I'm just screwed. We're going to Pendulum Shokan, because we can. Get this useless thing out of my hand. And there's the Nibiru. Yep, that's a big Nibiru token. What can we do? We can still fusion summon from here, but we're very limited. So let's activate Bufolicula. This. And we're going to use both our pendulum scales. And then we're going to activate both of these. Bufo, when it's used as material, allows us to get another pendulum and add it back to our hand. Get the Triantis back. And then Triantis will put predator counters on this. And let's put one on this too. Level 1 rocks. You know, as you do. And yeah, while we're here, let's just go ahead and make you 0, shall we? Go ahead and activate this, just get another monster on the field, more defense for the defense gods. Then we've got this. Yeah, we're fine. I mean, we're not fine. Oh, that doesn't stay. Okay, well. Gotcha. Kaiju. It has to target a monster it points to. It doesn't point to anything. Alright. So they're gonna hit that. Oh no, they're destroying this. I mean, that's even better. This thing on my turn can just make you 0 and attack over you. Oh. Oops, all kaijus, eh? Okay, in the end phase, we're gonna go ahead and activate this. We have another one of these in hand, and we want to be able to use that search next turn. So we're just gonna do that now. We're gonna get Climb Demestu. Maybe Bufo would have been better, but this is more fun. Maybe 3 is too many. And they're just gonna surrender. Unfortunate. But yeah, they've got predator counters, and that thing can fusion summon with monsters that have predator counters. Although, now that I'm thinking of it, they had 2 light monsters, and I don't think I could have made anything with their light monsters. Never ever. Oh, no! I'm in danger! I opened Max C against one of the worst decks to open Max C with. They're not going to let me draw Lightning Storm. They're going to keep everything off Lightning Storm. Instead, they're going to make sure that I draw an Ash Blossom. Now, the fortunate thing is that we opened with an Orphis Scorpio. So, I guess we're just going to discard Max C. Who needs it? Not me. Don't do anything. Neither player can banish cards. That's probably the best thing I could see them flip up, because that does not impact me in any meaningful way. You cannot hurt me in a way that matters. unless you have Nibiru. But let's go for Ultra Polymerization. Nibiru simply does not exist. Oh wait, we can't banish cards. Fuck. So basically this is just regular polymerization. Yeah, in this case it's just regular polymerization, but it costs me life points. At least the duel won't be as long. Bufo off of this, yeah. Then we can Predapractice, because I ain't making Verte this turn. We're going to special summon this. Ha-cha-cha, I'm a Fern. Try. Then we can activate this. We'll send this off to special summon from the deck. This. We're going to get this one, of course. Activate this first. Oh, hey. You can draw cards up to the number used from the hand, destroy cards up to the number used on the field. So we can get rid of that. Good old Ash Blossom. Check it out, I'm a Chimera. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. And I can't use Chimera because it was not summoned with a spell card. Oops. Oopsie doodle. I wet my poodle. Get this last guy out here. And this is important because now we've got 3 monsters on the field. So we can use this, this, and this to make Trifathyvern. And then the Mantis will spread 3 Predacounters. And they knew, darn, I wanted to see how big, I like the big number. Like if they're playing a dark deck, this is really good. This is not Dark Lord. This is Runick. Special summoning Huggin. Get some hugging and kissing and hugging and doing some things. And they're going to add, and I'm going to be like, nah, I don't want you to have that field spell. Unfortunately, this Super Poly is not going to be working. But if they don't already have the field spell or a way to search it, and they set the rest of their hand, then this Lightning Storm is going to be very effective. Normal summon Sacria. Time to get Sacky. All right, let's Super Polymerization. I'm gonna discard the Biplis because I wasn't going plus enough. And then because Biplis was sent to the field and this was sent to the graveyard, I'm gonna get 2 searches. Gee, Billy, how come your mom let you have 2 searches? Yeah, we just want to do this. We just want to get big number as fast as we can. And we'll get this. And then we'll just activate them. Each one will be activated different from the last. It's a pity this Lightning Storm. Yeah, we couldn't have used it because if they would have tributed the Hugin and then we wouldn't have had the ability to Super Poly them. I could Pendulum Summon the Ash Blossom. I don't think I want to. I'm gonna allow them to draw 1. I think that's fine. I need to target my stuff to specifically keep them off the field spell so they can't draw. Yeah, let's just do these. Greedy Venom. And then we'll activate both these effects, just getting some stuff and doing some things. And unfortunately, you're seeing the problem I talked about, where it's like all our monsters are really good against other monsters, not so much against anything else. So we get Tritantis back. We spread a couple Predator counters, you know, just for whoever. If we ever get the Trifathyvern, then we'll be good. We'll get in for 2,700. We'll get in for 3,300. And then we'll just end our turn. And we've still got the Ash to stop them when they try to go for the field spell again. Oh no! They already have the field spell! They have to have a Runick they can activate though. Unfortunate. And then they're gonna try to draw 3 and I'm gonna be like, nah. Yeah, that's right. I opened with 2 Ash. Big whoop. Wanna fight about it? Cyber Valley. Well, you know, if anything, that seems like something I would want to negate the activated effects of. Enjoy Predator counters. And, yeah, I think that wins the game, so I can just attack on in. Unless, does this tribute his cost? It tributes his cost. Damn. Yeah, that does suck. I forgot Jerry popped a card. Oh, and it ends the battle phase. Fuck. I can still do... Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna summon Viceplisp. I could have negated this too, and I didn't even think about it. No, they start to summon. Well, I'm gonna do this before they can negate me. Okay, we summon this. We're gonna normal summon. So banish 5. Yeah, we're just gonna make Nightmare Phoenix. I didn't read the cards. Let's discard this because I'm never not gonna be able to use it. Widow Anchor? I mean, I guess that does it. Unfortunate. Damn. I think we may have lost this one, unfortunately. Overconfidence was my downfall. I'll come back if I happen to beat them, but now that they've got the advantage, I think they're just rolling on down the line. So it's like that, is it? We've all been there. We've all had one bad day. This time, that bad day has to do with Runick. Drag down to the grave to get rid of the ash. Well, I drew into Bufo. I think you might be dead, son. Normal summon. Then we'll use this effect. And now we'll make this. Using this and one of these. Because I want to spread predator counters, chat. I want to put predator counters on every last card. I want everyone to know that predators are here and they're doing a lot of damage, you know? You get a predator counter. You get a predator counter. You get a predator counter. Everyone gets a predator counter. Let's search our trap. Anyway, 10,000 to 0. GG. GG. We're ranking up, baby. Let's go. Rankin' Bass. We're prepared. Going second versus Link 7. All right, well, we open with Orphis, and we open with Bufo, and we open with this thing. I've yet to use this thing. During the main phase, if a card was activated this turn, you could target one other face-up card in the spell trap zone, destroy it. This is our out to floodgates and stuff. Yeah, at the risk that this is a floodgate exactly. No, it's Solemn Judgment. All right. Well, that just happened. Oh, Arlecchino 2? Amazement. I think this does nothing. So, Pendulum Scale. Oh, this is tech cards among tech cards. They're making a level 10 synchro, so... Shen. No, a level 9, sorry. All right, Pendulum Scale. Let's just activate this effect. Yeah, let's get a little greedy, shall we? Bufo and this. They get banished, so we don't get their effects. But I can just target you and be like, nah. Go to 0 and be negated, please. And then now we'll special summon this. I have already normal summoned, but it doesn't matter. They don't know that I'm out of plays. They think I'm going to continue to extend to eternity. So, yeah, we're just gonna call that a win as we rank up into Gold 3. Okay, I need Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm, and then I'm free to do whatever I want. Come on! Oh, Holy Spirit, bring me the lightning storm! The power of Thor flows through my veins to summon the lightning! Prepare yourself! Welcome to Metallica! Ride the lightning! I will suffer for my sins. If they destroy this, do they still get to, like, pop a card? I don't really want them to pop a card. No, a monster has to leave. Okay. Gotcha. It's all gone. Let's get it out of here, baby. Okay, we just gotta hope that last card isn't like Effect Veiler or something. Activate. Summon the Amblo. Go for this. Yo, what up? We're going to activate. We're going to activate. We're going to get... Oh, I think we just get Bufo and try, right? And that's game. Yeah, we get Bufo, Triantis. Yeah. Let's Bufo. Let's Triantis. It's not Ash. Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and just go for extra materials then. We'll get this. And then we can use Bufo, fusion with all of these. Going to summon this. Going to activate. Activate. Not to mention we've got to activate. Activating all the things. Okay, so we add one of these to hand. We place the counter its original attack. So we put it on that. We've already grabbed the trap, I believe. Yeah. And we go ahead and bring this back just because we can. Okay. So we're at 5,900. Is this game? Oh, we can only attack this. That's not enough. We can. Oh, I should have, and I forgot. Oh, we finally had the chance to do it, and I haven't done this in so long. You're in the wrong zone. Come to me. Nom 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 nom. And then we'll set a trap. I mean, we did just top deck the lightning. There's a chance they top deck the lightning. They just shuffle into the deck. Okay. Do I win? Did I do it? Do I got? Okay, well, they've got a whole deck full of traps that remove stuff. If this is like, that fucking Dogmatika trap, but it isn't! Come back from behind victory! The power of Thor flows through my veins to strike when the iron is hot. Ride the lightning. All right, chat. Going into gold 2. Let's go second once again.
A few minutes later.
Okay, we're gonna start with Lightning Storm. We're gonna get rid of all the spell traps. What the hell? Boo-boo game? Boo-boo game?
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Predaplanting. Will summon Biplis. Oh, and they're just gonna give up. But, yeah, still doing really well. I knew this deck would be good. I thought we would have to, like, make some changes, add in, like, an Aromatherapy Jasmine, maybe switch some stuff up. I mean, I'm already noticing problems with it, but people in gold are just so awful. They're so bad, that I'm just grinding up despite the fact that this list is bad. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We'll fix it eventually, but once we get more than like 3 losses, you know? Alright, so here we are, day 2 of climbing. We're still in gold 2, and I think we can move our way into plat pretty easily. We just have to make a few changes to sort of deal with the meta. Specifically, we've been running into a lot of Runick and a lot of Labyrinth, both of which are very spell trap heavy, and we have very few things for dealing with spell traps, other than Lightning Storm, which does almost nothing against Runick most of the time. So after debating things with my chat and having a little poll, they decided that Cosmic Cyclone would be the best. It's a little bit of a risk. Runick does have a way to stop this, although it's not as popular, and it does nothing against any deck that doesn't have spell traps. So against some decks, we're just gonna be kind of out of luck. But if it comes up when we need it, it should be pretty good. And to make room for that, we're playing 2 Triantis, 2 of the little Fern, and we got rid of the one Pendulum that we never use, the one that can destroy face-up spell traps, because we've now got spell trap removal ourselves. Hopefully that shouldn't make us too inconsistent. Everything is searchable, as you've seen. We also made a slight change to the extra deck. I got rid of my rank 3 Ixie because we never made it. Instead, I put in Aromatherapy Jasmine. This is a nice little, fairly generic card. It takes 2 plants, which in this deck is generic because everything's plants. And this just allows us to do even more combos, get more links on the board, tribute stuff to summon stuff to get more stuff. Even if we don't end up using this for the OTK variant, this will be good to have for when we start doing the branded version, or even if we go into a go first Predaplant, this will be really useful for extending combos. So this is Mark 2. Hopefully it'll do better, but we'll have to see. Well, Yeah. Yeah. Magical Musketeers. How about no? And I can't activate Max C because it has to go to the graveyard. Oof. And they have no? Or I guess they have one to get. Okay. Setting it there. Alright. Okay. Let's instantly fuse. Let's go for Ambluo in attack mode. Activate. Desperado, oh don't you bury your gun. Alright, we're gonna try this. Yeah, let's try this. If it's destroyed, destroy all your opponent's special summoned monsters. So that'll take us both out. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, we have to. Well, this is even better. Well, we want the Chimera. I think we want the Chimera Flasia. Oh, he activated in the Imperm column. I didn't even have to do that. Oops. Alright. Magical muskets with 2 cards. They have to have exactly like a Casper and another Desperado, and they don't have it. Oh, that's like the best top deck. There we go. Outplayed just barely. Just by the skin of our teeth. There's Nibiru. Let's find a rock. I mean a big ass rock. Maybe something like a cinder block is better. I'll hoist it up and drop it on your face, my buddy. And just before the lights go out, you'll see my smile and you'll know you've got a friend with a rock. Who cares? I mean a big ass rock or rope. We're talking quality rope, made for a man who's devoid of hope like you are, my buddy, Jagger. Greedy. Okay, so I'll get this back. Spread some predator counters. You're going to die, so I don't even need to put counters on you. I'll just put it on my own stuff in case I get Triviverum. Alright. So we've got some big stuff. They've got very little left. What you gonna do? Excuse me? Let them cook. Shuffle all monsters into the deck. I think I have to. We gotta discard that. Yeah! Here we go! Predapower Fusion Dragon. What if your fusion became the ultimate Predaplant? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah, I've been there before. We've all lost hope from time to time. Happens to the best of us. Pendulum Bufo. I don't think I need this at this point. Let's save it just in case. Okay. We're gonna use this. We're gonna make Ambluo using our 2 Darlingtonia Cobras. Hello there! It's me, a big dragon. We search this. Okay. Then we normal summon this. Tribute this off. Get ourselves an Orphis Scorpio. Scorpio says hello. Scorpio activate. Fern activate. Fern Gully. Time for the last rainforest. We're going to get this to hand. We're going to summon... Oh yeah, I didn't have the ones before. Okay. This is a level 1. We'll just do this. And we'll activate this. Get ourselves Clammy Sundew. Yeah. So, we could just send this off. Hello there, it's me, Relinquished Anima. What if I were to give you the suck? Slurps in the chat. Then we activate this. Then we can Pendulum Shokan. 3, 4, 5. We don't quite have enough yet, but we can have enough by making Trifathyvern. Do. It's me, and I'm big. You get a counter. You get a counter. Everyone gets a counter. And that's game. Bada bingo, bada bango. Trying to hold him up like that. Cha-chingo! We got our way up into Gold 1. We're just one step away from getting to Plat. Items exceeding the inventory limit have been added to your gift box. Oh, interesting. I didn't know there was an inventory limit. I'm apparently at a gift box limit. Oh, I have so many Legacy Pack tickets that I cannot open anymore. So what's the max number of Legacy tickets you can have? What do you think? Is it 999? Do we have that many? Yeah. We are at 999 Arby's gift cards. Can't give them away. They won't give me any more. My gift box runneth over. Konami, please just give us something else. Give us like 1 or 2 gems or something, like a tiny, give us like, you know, super rare point. Like just 1, you know, every like 5 battles. That would be better than this. These are literally useless. Too easy. Who even needs to play cards? Not this guy. Not me. Who said Gold 1 would be hard? You know, we take those. I definitely take those. You know what? If there's one person who's gonna be surrendering, I'm glad it was them. Tikaboo's not as useful. It does almost nothing against branded. Darling Tonia. Huh. Am I cursed? That's unusual. What the Sam hell is going on? Once is unusual, twice is strange. Alright, so 1 more win and we rank up into Platinum, which means the trail from Gold 1 to Plat 5 has been the easiest thing ever so far. We haven't had to play a single duel. If this guy surrenders too, then, you know, I guess it was like, we have a reputation. They just know. They see the Hardleg name and they're like, can't do it. This guy belongs in Plat. We gotta get him up there. Let's see. Will they actually play a card? All right, we got a game on our hands. Zoldyck is doing stuff. Pot of Extravagance into Ariana. Okay. That's a little unfortunate, but we've got the Lightning Storm, and unlike Runick, Labrynth doesn't have a lot against Lightning Storm unless they're playing something like, what's it called? The Storm Dragon or whatever. Let's just go ahead and destroy all the spell traps. If you want to surrender and just let me go into Plat, I mean, that's what the last 2 people did. That's fine. Dimensional Barrier. Will they pick Fusions? That's like the most popular choice. They picked Fusions, those fiends. We can't let them know what we're up to. And I've taken out my only Ixie that did anything. But, there we go! They said, this is dumb, you've clearly won, I leave, making me the victor. Wow, that was the easiest rank up we've ever done! And there we go. If you wanted to know how far pure Predaplants can get, they can absolutely get to at least Plat 5. How good they do from here? We'll have to find out. All right, tiny, almost insignificant change from the deck. I decided to go ahead and remove polymerization because we've never actually used the regular polymerization. There's chances where it could come up. Maybe we'll find out that we miss it later, but for now, I'd rather just have more monsters. So we took that out and we crafted another Lone Fire. So that's another chance to get into Orphis Scorpio. Hopefully that should do, well, just marginally better. This is version 2.25, 2.25. All right, I think we can do something with this. They've got a negate and a banish. Let's go ahead and try the Lone Fire. Oh, it's Max C. There's a chance they don't draw into the right hand traps, but just about any hand trap on top of what we've got, it's going to be our doom. Let's go for Orphis Scorpio. Let's activate. Let's discard that. We'll activate this regardless. Like, you can banish everything, but it ain't gonna make your PP any bigger. Again, they have to not have Ash. But we might be able to OTK the fuck out of them. They get Clammy Sundew. It all just depends on them not getting Ash. As soon as they get Ash, we're fucked. Okay, so we summon the Sundew. We add the Try. We activate this, and we're going to summon Ambluo using this and the other one in our hand. Hello, it's me. Go ahead and use this effect. Let's take this. Okay, so we're gonna Pendulum Scale that. We're going to Pendulum Scale this. We're going to Pendulum Summon. Do we tribute this off? That would just give them another draw, and I don't think there's anything from the deck. Oh wait, yeah there is. Okay. Oh wait, no there isn't, because we had both of our Darlingtonias. Okay. Oh wait, I do have a Darlingtonia. Okay. This is summoned by a Predaplant effect. So we gain the effect. Or not. But at this point, that doesn't actually hurt us all that much. I mean, it stops us from getting the trap, which will be good if this fails. Which it very, very likely might. Let's get the Super Poly. All right, and here's my gambit, chat. Use Bufolicula. We're going to summon Tripathyvern. Using this, and this, and this. It's big. 3,000. It's losing some. But then we get to use this effect. We'll use this effect too, because we want an extra card in our hand for Super Poly. So we're gonna get this back, but this is going to put 2 predator counters. One on you and one on you. And this gains attack equal to all the predators on the field. Which means if we go into battle phase and we battle this into this, it's not quite game. But that's 7,400, and then we super polymerization, sending off the Triantis, and we make Starving Venom with our 2 monsters. This will gain attack equal to 1 monster on the field, so we can gain the 3,400 from that, and 58 is more than 600 higher, so we take the Maxi Challenge and win! OTK! 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 But yeah, that's sorry, I was talking about creativity in Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's like, you know, it's not like drawing or writing where the can't. Okay, we've just got to hope this is Runick. This is one of the few times where we've got to be like, please, please let this be Runick. If this is Runick, we're set. You have no power here. But I guess that just goes to show the power of, like, Runick, right? Like, even without Fountain, even if you open with 3 Cosmic Cyclones, they can still just mill you out. They work on an axis that, like, I'm not sure reasonably what we could have done there. I'll just surrender so they don't get the mill thing. Fuck you, Runick. You need to bait the negate and grave. Oh wait, is this not the arrival? Or does the arrival just make Heatsoul now? Oh, alright. It's just Heatsoul Turbo, but with fundamental differences. Okay, so this should bait out 1 negation. Oh wow. I've got to go for the Lone Fire, right? Let's do this. They've got Asher Maxi. I've got the called by for it. All right. Fuck you. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Point. All right, let's get Orphis, Scorpio. Do-do-do-do. Do 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 do. Effect Veiler. Called by is not once per turn. Thank you, thank you. I'm the greatest Yu-Gi-Oh player who ever lived. I opened with both my called bys. And they opened with both their Effect Veilers. Well, touche then. I guess I'll just go rip my pantaloons then. That's everything. And they're just gonna be able to draw 2 more cards, so I think that's all she wrote. And welcome to day 3 of the ladder climb. Stream number 3. I wasn't able to play it all over the weekend. I'm a very busy guy. I'm coming here to you now because, as always, about halfway through the ladder climb, they've released some new stuff that has changed things up. Specifically, we've got the Heroic Warriors pack, which contains Libromancer and some Heroic Champion stuff, and also the Therions, which is probably the most meta thing here. I don't think you can play a pure Therion deck. That might not be very good, but there's a chance. I can't see it beating Runick, but who knows? And some people have pointed out you can also make a Therion engine in Predaplants. They have this plant monster. If one is in the graveyard, if any plant is in the graveyard, you could special summon this. This can discard a card to search the field spell. The field spell searches Regulus, and then Regulus can summon itself by attaching a Therion from the graveyard. So if we linked this off somehow, or fusioned it off or something, then we could summon this, and then this is an Omni Negate. So we do have the potential for an Omni Negate, but it's at least a 5-card package with 2 garnets in it. Probably not worth it, but if we end up going on Go First Predaplants, we might consider throwing that in. For the most part, we're not doing a whole lot with this, and I don't expect this to affect the meta that much. What might affect the meta is they did something interesting. They actually updated one of the secret packs. They added more cards into an existing pack. Mathmech now have Circular, and Sky Striker got some stuff as well. I'm not sure if this is as impactful, but Mathmech with Circular might actually be decent, and we might see a resurgence in Sky Striker as well. As for how our deck has changed, we did actually make a little upgrade, because in addition to adding new packs, they updated the ban list, and they actually made us more powerful because they gave us a second Orphis Scorpio. We now have 2 in case the one messes up. So I put this in. I've removed another Triantis. As much as I like this, I really think we only needed it 1. Maybe we'll end up adding more. Hard to say. I like having this at 2 because I like having 1 we can search in case we fail to OTK, and another one we can put on the field to get a search. So we're trying that, and then we just had 2 extra cards left, so we did Lone Fire. And then in addition to changing that up, we've also got rid of the Cosmic Cyclones that weren't working, and I'm gonna go ahead and try Sales Ban. I'm not sure if this will work as well as I'm hoping, but I have 3 of it. I might as well try it out, and you know, if I don't end up liking it, I can always dismantle these. These I just got out of packs. If you're unfamiliar with Sales Ban, declare a card name. For the rest of this turn, your opponent cannot activate cards with that same name. That same restriction lasts for you, but for the rest of the duel. So basically what this does, right, is like, I could use this to claim Ash, and they can't Ash me that turn, but then I can't use Ash for the rest of the duel. I've just turned off all my Ashes. Same thing with something like Maxi, although they could chain Maxi in response to this, so I wouldn't recommend it. Where this might be useful is, 1, I can claim Nibiru because I'm not even playing it, and that'll protect me against that. If they have a monster on the field with a negate, this pretty much baits out that negate, because if they don't activate this now, they'll never get a chance. I could use this on something like a Borreload Savage Dragon, for example. But it just has a whole lot of flexibility, right? If my opponent is playing Runick, I can say Runick Fountain and prevent them from drawing for a turn. Or I can say the Runick that destroys or negates, prevent them from activating that particular one, so that hopefully I can go off that turn. At least that's the idea. If this doesn't work, we may look into the Go First version. We may even look into the branded version. But that's what we're gonna try. We just got into Plat 5. I'm confident that we'll be able to get a little bit higher than that. We won't see until we jump into the duels. I can't use the effect because of skill drain, you know? Go into the battle phase. And then we will super polymerization. We'll discard this one. And we're gonna make Starving Venom Predaplime Fusion Dragon. Krakow! It's big. Now, if they have the one that pops a special summoned monster, I'm just screwed. And I feel bad for having gone to freezing curses. Continue the attack. Yeah. We'll kill that. Get out of here, Jerry. I don't want to have to deal with Jerry. Alright, if this is destroyed, I get to summon a monster in my graveyard. Alright, but it came back. Yo, what up? You're taking that 36 one way or another. Alright. They get one draw. Granted, any runic spell can get them to Fountain, can get them to 12 more cards. But if they didn't get anything good... Oh, there's there's a runic spell. We almost had him. You could see how the sales band could have helped us if they didn't have skill drain. Have you not learned this lesson? Oh, I guess I didn't learn this lesson. If this fusion summon card is destroyed, okay. Okay, the effect's negated anyway. Special summon one runic monster, Hugin, whose effect is negated, so they can't search anyway. All right, we're good, we're good. End phase, we're gonna activate Predaplanting. This one to the graveyard, put a counter on everything, because why not? And then this lets me search. I don't really have anything that gets over that. I think we just go for Bufo. That'll work. Actually, we'll save that. This can come back in defense mode, because we've got a monster with a predator counter on the field. Oh yeah, actually, okay, we're gonna Predapractice. We're gonna summon Bufo, and then we're gonna search a Bufo. Boof for boof. And then we're gonna scale this. And we're gonna go ahead and fusion summon with our 2 0 attack monsters. Yeah, let's go for Chimera Rafflesia, shall we? If this gets destroyed, it does stuff. Oh, hey. When I summon one, I can pop a card. Yeah, we need to pop the monster. Just get rid of it. They can probably chain this. All right, and then we go in for 2,500. Yep, special summon. Continue the attack. Oh, you know it. Get out of here, Jerry. Jerry was a race car driver, drove it so damn fast. Never did see that checkered flag, but he never did come in last. 1,200. We're almost there, chat. We've got them so close. They're on the ropes. And we get to search, too. We can get a super poly. All right. They have to have something pretty specific here. Let's go into battle. 1,200. All right, that's fine. Next turn, we win. Well, they've got Runic Fountain. No! Oh, wait. Oh, wait, it was Runic Allure. They can't do anything. They drew it too late, chat. We've got him. Runic has been defeated with the power of Orphis Scorpio Beats. Get on in there. Punch for game. We don't need no edumacation. We got ourselves big plants. Are you ready to meet the newest friend for the Hardleg gaming community? This is a little buddy of mine. I'd like to introduce you. His name is Kritter. He's a cute little ox. He likes to hang around. He likes to sniff things. Kritter, this is chat. So what do you think about them? I think he likes you, chat. I think he likes you quite a bit. He don't honk that way for just about everyone. And he likes to enjoy the show from up here. He's a little hat rider. So since you got the thing, Kritter, it's Kritter with a K. It's legally distinct. Yeah. What do you think about Runic, Kritter? Do you like Runic? Ah, I see. All right. We've opened with Max C, so if we win the Max C challenge, we could probably win some other stuff. Everything you heroes do is like an effect that starts a chain, so I'll just wait until they activate something. Adjusted gold. They're adjusting. You can banish, add one polymerization, that's fine. Go for it. Hollywally doodle all the day. All right, polymerization. This is where we activate the Max C and hope they don't have Ash, because if they don't, we probably win right here off the back of one card. All right, we're in for an actual duel now. It's actual dueling times. This is not looking good. What do you think, Kritter? Okay, gotcha. He's got some good advice. He says to make sure that I use instant fusion. A little bit of redundant advice, but you know I accept it from the likes of him. And now they're just going off. Fortunately, heroes don't have a lot going first. It's usually like Sunriser and maybe a Darklaw. And Darklaw would suck, but it wouldn't suck that bad. Can we bad Hardleg? He's being coached. Not being coached, I just got a little buddy. There's, you know, you have a little buddy in your corner. They can do Dark Angel things, possibly. Wow, they're not just playing like one Inferno, they're playing a whole, oh, Smoke Grenade of the Thief? Make Verte. Okay, Verte's being made. IP Masquerena. They're like, fuck the Sunrisers. We don't need no heroes. The only hero we need is Destiny Hero. I really need Super Polymerization. If I can get my way into Super Poly, I'm great. Goodbye. Do 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 do. That's cool. We might just be able to form a rock and roll band. Okay, so we're gonna sales ban Phoenix Enforcer. Where's he at? Yeah, you just can't use the effects this turn. How do you like that? Well, one, what are you popping? You popping itself? Okay. But see, now this resolves and you can't activate the effect of Destroyer to summon anything back. So it's gone, but it can't revive. So now we play this and we hope it resolves. No, they're not allowing that. But they have to discard another card. And we still have our Shrubbery. Oh, I was gonna be like, you know, it's fine unless they discard Shadow Mist to get a search off of it. Now we're in danger. So at this point, I think we just pass and hope they can't OTK. And you know, we have a hand trap, so they might not be able to. But we're in a dangerous position, chat. Do they still have Dusted in hand? I don't think so. The only thing we know that they have in hand is... Oh yeah, they do have a Dusted. Yeah, so they have a Dusted in hand, and they have Utopia. Honest. Or Honest, yeah, Honest Neos. Fucking Sky Strikers? Excuse me? What the hell is this deck? And how many fucking equip cards you playing? Like 8 of those? This one we're going to block because otherwise they're going to do the Honesty Neos and get 2,500 in. And I don't want to be taking that extra 2,500. So behold, a Fern. What do you have to say about that, Krungo Lord? Forbidden Droplet. They're forbiddingly dropping my Thorn. Well, that stops me from getting the search. Oh, I still get the effect because it was destroyed by... Yeah, so they just didn't want to lose that. I think we get this because it gets us more advantage. So it really depends on what this is. If it's an Imperm, which it probably is, I might be screwed. But if not, I may just have what it takes to make a rock and roll band. Oh? Main Phase 2 access code. That's not something you see very often. Good thing it's a dark monster. Would be a shame if someone were to super poly that. Sales band. Ugh. I don't have Imperm in my deck, chat. So I can do this. And we're gonna go ahead and say infinite. Or wait, you know what we've already seen out of them? Forbidden Droplet. Yeah, let's assume this is another Forbidden Droplet. Widow Anchor. Well, I mean, I don't know how I could have reasonably predicted that. That is tough. I think I just lose, unfortunately. I guess I should have... I don't know what I could have searched. Anything I would have searched would have been gotten by the Widow Anchor. This is one of those cases where, like, replacing the Sales Band with the Cosmic Cyclone would have done it. Only against this particular deck that has such a wide range of things. Yeah, they're playing like 3 Infernoble. They're playing, 60 card heroes with 1 Plasma, Pot of Avarice, 2 Smoke Grenade of the Thief, a small Striker Engine, different like a whole bunch of equip cards. They just had 2 Droplet, and they had 1 of these. They just happened to top deck the one they needed. Yeah, this is one of the few cases where, like, yeah, Sales Band doesn't work against a 60 card deck with a whole bunch of 1-ofs and 2-ofs. I can't predict what they're going to have. All right, time to rank up again. You ready for me to redeem myself, Kritter? All right, well, we'll see. Get back up there, right on your rightful spot. We've got Instant Fusion, we've got Maxi, we've got Ash, we've got Sales Band. We're pretty good, especially if they literally just pass. If they just pass, we're in pretty good shape. Some of these aren't useful, but we'll be fine. So what we're going to do, I think Imperm's more likely. Nibiru's not real. We could play through one Imperm. I don't think we can. Okay, so we instant fusion. Max C. That's fine. We have the Ash for the Max C. We have defeated the Max C minigame. You shan't be drawing off us today. Oh no, they had Gamma! Well, I'll Max C off of your Gamma then, so I'll get to draw 2. Is this Numeron? I hope not. Unfortunately, I only get to draw 1 off of that. But getting Bufo's pretty good. Now we just gotta hope we can win the Max C challenge from here. Now I wish I had called Nibiru. Activate this. Yeah, let's just get Orphis Scorpio. We haven't used that yet. So normal summon the Orphis. These are 2 light monsters. We're going to discard this. We're going to summon Darling Tonia. We're going to use both effects, and we're going to chain block this one because we want the spell more. Let's get Triantis. Oh wait, I don't even need Super Poly. All right, we've got something here, chat. Yeah, let's go for the Ultra Polymerization. Oh wait, we could do it this way. We can send this off. I don't even think I need the Ultra Polymerization now that I think about it. I'm gonna make this, because we just need to make Trifathyvern using these 3. Yo, what up? It's me, Big Plant. And then we're going to Pendulum Scale these 2. And we're going to use this effect to fusion summon. Yo, what up? And then we'll use both of these effects. This one and this one. Okay, so Bufo, no big deal. Just adds the Triantis back to our hand. Meanwhile, Triantis will put a counter on Psyframe Driver and Supreme King Dragon. So this gets big, big, big. We activate this effect. Sure. Now it gains attack 2. And then we go into the battle phase because everything does piercing, and pierce for 8,300! We did it, Kritter! We defeated them! He's so excited we did it! We rank our way up into Platinum Tier 4! Because I need to bait out the Barone. Hopefully they stop this with Barone. One of these things they'll stop with Barone. I mean, if they don't, then I'll have a million billion resources and we'll be fine. I thought this would be difficult, but because they made a dark monster, everything turns out alright. Pendulum Scale! Pendulum Scale! Ome wa no shinderu. We're gonna go ahead and make Trifathyvern using this, and this, and this. We're gonna get Big Lizard! Biggest one! And then we will activate this in the extra deck. And this in the extra deck! What they don't know is that Triantis allows me to place 2 predator counters on monsters on the field. I will place 1 on their Baronne de Fleur and 1 on my own Greedy Venom. This gains attack equal to all monsters with predator counters, giving it over 9,000, allowing to annihilate the Monk of the Tenyi for 8,300 attack. Bada bingo! It's over 9,000. Bonk. Alright, so here we are, stream number 4, which is the halfway point if you don't know. I do 6 streams. We play twice a week for 3 weeks, and that's the ladder climb. Then we have to get things editing. And so far, we almost got into Plat 3 quite a few times, but we just quite didn't make it. And while I think that if we kept grinding, we could probably make it as high as like Plat 2, maybe even Diamond, if we were really persistent, if we kept up with this OTK build. I think pure Predaplants are really slept on and they have a lot of power. But we have a limited amount of time and I want to show the best version of this deck. I considered maybe going a little slower, trying like a go first Predaplant build. I did build and design a version. It has some Therion stuff in it too. But after talking with the patrons, they're like, nah, don't hold back. If we're gonna try to improve this, let's just go full force. So this is branded Predaplant. Specifically 50 card branded Predaplant. Partially because I can't help myself, I want to do something a little janky with this, but also because branded Predaplant is fucking insane. Every build I've looked at is playing like 15 one-ofs. This deck is just pure garnets, and it makes sense because there's a whole lot of searchable stuff in it. This just gets you anything if you discard it. This gets you anything if you discard it. You've got so many good normal summons, so many ways to search things, with the key thing being you have a lot of ways to get to Darlintonia Cobra, and this searches any spell with fusion in the name. Previously, we've used this to get like instant fusion or maybe super polymerization, because poly counts as fusion. But in this build, you use it to get branded fusion, so that halfway through your combo of building a whole bunch of Predaplants, you can also just at any point pivot to doing branded fusion stuff. And in addition to some of our other things, Mirrorjade, the ice dragon of whatever, this fucker. The problem is, of course, it has a bunch of garnets in it, and it has a whole bunch of other weird, crazy one-ofs. You're searching a bunch of things. And there's basically two design philosophies when it comes to this. There's the people who still make the 40 card deck, and they just know that, you know, 1 in every 5 duels, they're going to brick on some stuff. And then there's this idea that I'm trying, where basically, we know we have a bunch of garnets, you know, we don't want to open with Ad Libitum, we don't want to open with Therion King Rex. A lot of this stuff we want to search. What we do want to open with is like Tragedy, Biplis, you know, Maxi, Forbidden Droplet, Branded Fusion. So we're playing all the must-sees at and then we're filling in everything else with a whole bunch of one-ofs in the hope that because our deck is bigger, these garnets are more likely to remain in the deck, and we're statistically more likely to see our big playmakers. And then once we start going, we can get almost everything out of the deck in the first 2 turns, and then from there, we're just top decking all our best playmakers. So that's the idea. Most likely, we're going to end up removing some stuff from this as I play it, as I learn the combos, we'll take some things out. But that's what we're going to start with. And in order to get these, we're going to have to open some new packs, specifically the ones that have Regulus in them. But almost everything that we're getting that's new is from there, and the ones that aren't, you know, we can always get some more stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and open this. The newest set, Heroic Warriors. I've got 2,000 gems, so at least 20 packs, and we'll see what we get. All right, last pull. Will we get the 2 Therions I need? Show me the plant Therion. You're a Morning Star. Show me Regulus. Nope, we got Libromancer Fire, which will be good if we play the Libromancer engine, but so far we've got nothing that we want, and I don't think anything we can break down. I don't know, I could probably break down the heroic stuff. I don't think I want to play that. I think I'd veto that, but yeah, we need at least 2, and we only have enough for 1, so you know what that means, chat? That means it's whaling time! Here's the whale, it never fails, it makes me want to wag my tail when it comes. I want a whale. Ah! All right. Come on, Regulix. Please, Regulix. Let's go. Yes! We got him! And he's a shiny boy. I don't know why I'm excited that he's shiny. I guess, you know, we could break down other ones, but we got a Regulix. We're good. All right, there's usually an ultra rare in the final pack, so if there's a chance of pulling the field spell, it should be this one. A Shuriking. Oh, hey. There's just a generic rank 3 that negates now. I didn't know that existed, but I guess we have it now. Anyway, well, that's not the field spell, but it's the other SR we needed, the Lilyboria, so we don't have to craft her. All right, that's everything, and I still get to keep 3,000 of my gems for next time, hopefully, unless we end up having to open more Albaz stuff. I don't think we'll have to. Alright, so after spending a couple more 1,000 gems and testing this out in the solo mode, I think I have an idea how to play this. This thing, being a 50-card beast full of a bunch of 1-ofs and 2-ofs, is surprisingly complicated to play, even with that. So, I think our biggest thing is not going to be the power of this deck, but simply my ability to pilot it. So, hopefully, I don't embarrass myself too much, but we'll see. Alright. What do we draw off the top? Cosmic. All right, you know what's good to fire in the standby? This is gonna cost me 1,600 life points, but let's just banish that, shall we? Force them to do it now. My mango is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. Anyone remember that from back in the day? Masquerade 2! Gee, Billy, how come your mom gets you 2 masquerades? This is gonna cost most of my life points. I'm gonna take 12, 24, like 4,800. I'm gonna take most of my life points doing this, but we're gonna do it. Normal summon. Activate. Send the Aluber. I actually don't even need to Forbidden Droplet. Ah, but that sucks. Let's summon this. Hello there. Give me my Super Poly, please. Don't tell me. No, they drew Ash off the Maxi! If I wanted to do this, cost most of my cunning? All of it? Verde. Okay, so let me think about this. I need to pay 2,000, which means I need to send off my branded fusion and negate one of these. Otherwise, I won't be able to activate this. Pay 2,000. 2,000! The superior poly! Yeah, we're gonna use this, and we're gonna use the Verte. We're going to make Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. And we're gonna use his effect. Then we're gonna use this effect, and we're going to target the Mirror Jade so that we can steal its effect. The fuck? Who plays Despian comedy? No wonder you're about to rank down. Alright, well that is unfortunate. Yeah, my hope was that I could use that and then not only would I'd gain its effect, and because I have the stuff in the graveyard, I could send an Albion, get rid of their Mirror Jade, and then have a branded in red or something set. Probably just set branded fusion, to be honest, and then have something. At this point, I think I'm dead, but that's not because my deck was weak. It's because they had Maxi into Ash with the double tax dragon. They drew the right card and they had too high of taxes, but we did our best, dang it. All right, so we can branded opening. We can discard the Bisbliss. Yeah, let's get the Tragedy. Special summon? Sure. Free monster. Use this, get me a Searchy-Doo if you don't mind. This one. Then we normal summon the Orphis. Activate the effect. Get out of here, Luber. No one needs you. You're just extra. You're just bonus. Yeah. Get this. Activate. Grab a branded fusion. Alright, they did the smart thing, but they don't know that I have this. It sucks that I have to discard my instant fusion, but I'll get more stuff out of this. Just make Ambuloides. Then I still get my effect, we dodge out of it, get the branded fusion, and then this triggers anyway. If I had just kept that and activated the instant fusion, then oh, okay. Well, that sucks. But now that we baited everything out with a whole bunch of, yeah, and they just surrender. All right. With most branded decks, they activate branded fusion, and if that gets negated, that's kind of the end of their turn. Whereas with the Predaplant branded, you can do a whole bunch of stuff, and if they negate that, then you activate branded fusion and do the stuff you could have done anyway. Alright, so after a few duels, after learning the ins and outs of this deck, we've decided to make some pretty substantial changes. For starters, we're getting rid of most of the branded Despia main deck monsters. I realized that I wasn't really normal summoning Aluber. Most of the time, what you want to do is go into Orphis Scorpio or Lone Fire into Scorpio, because doing that combo will not only get you to branded fusion anyway through Darlingtonia Cobra, but it'll do so while doing Predaplant stuff, which will allow you to end on an additional Dragostapelia plus whatever else you got. At least. Sometimes you can do more. Sometimes you can pendulum summon and stuff. So we're gonna focus more on the Predaplant version while still having the branded fusion in there and a couple Fallen of Albaz. We've also added a second target for the Albion, the Stay Sailor Romarin. This is just another light monster. It's a plant, and when it's sent to the graveyard, you can Foolish Burial a plant. So basically it just lets you send this, a dark monster, by making a light monster. And sometimes if you don't have very many cards in the graveyard, or if you've already used Snow or you've drawn it, just having the second target I think will be really good for us. Finally, we added one more new card, which is Rose Bell of Revelation. This is a normal spell that allows you to add a plant monster with 2400 or more attack from your deck to your hand. So this will allow us to search Triantis if we need it, but more importantly, we can search Therion Lilyborea. We haven't had a chance to show this off yet. This is the Therion package. Basically, if we open up with this, we get a 2800 Omni Negate on top of everything else. And this searches this. As long as we have a plant in the graveyard, our deck is mostly plants. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. We could alternatively just run more of this, but it can be bricky in multiples. This way we can potentially get our pendulum scale if we already have it. We've also removed one Cosmic Cyclone and one Forbidden Droplet just to narrow the deck down a little bit. We've been running into problems of having too many like board breaker cards, and we don't really need a whole lot of them, especially when we've already got 3 Maxi, 3 Ash, and 2 Called By. So we're gonna try this 44 card version, see if it does us a little bit better. I think we've got it, I think. Bufo, although we've got to use the Triantis in our hand. Just in case that stops the Ash. Yeah, we get Bipless. Tribute Self, summon Orphis. Orphis, activate effect. Send by. Summon the Cobra. Cobra, activate Bipless. We get Bufo to hand, I believe. Yeah, Bufo. That adds Branded Fusion. Do this. Make Albion. Use Snow and Albaz. Albion effect. Make Mirrorjade. Pendulum Bufo. Bufo, make Dragostapelia. Set Cosmic. Set Called By. Not the greatest board, but it has quite a bit. Oh yeah, and also this. And also Super Poly. In before evenly. If they evenly, we're just dead. We're just dead. We have no way to stop spells and traps. It's Blue Eyes. The one time we're going up against something that can maybe do something, it's fucking Blue Eyes. Let's just Called By that, shall we? Point. Next up, Hydrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby. Also, this hand is Garbo. This hand, I'm really kind of starting to reconsider Predaprime Fusion. Oh god. Oh lord. Yep. I can't even activate. This is a Garnet. You don't want to draw the Therion Disco Coliseum. I can't even make their 2 set pass. I just have to set 1. Ash in a Dream. Ah, I see. So one of those is probably anti-spell, because why would you discard one? It's a cough off. This time, both of us are coughing, baby. Fuck it, at least it deck thins, you know? You're too late. I don't even care. Not like I can do anything. Sure. If they summon a dark monster, I can Predaplime Fusion with the Clammy Sundew. And if not, if they just run this over, then I can at least summon Lilyborea next turn. Max C. They don't know, chat. They are unaware of my inability to do anything. Wait, I can do something? Oh, with the same type, I can make Mud Dragon. Joke's on him. Consider yourself scalloped. Now, if that card is Lightning Storm, then they're 5 steps ahead.
They didn't even want that anti-spell. Who even needs it? Why are you playing anti-spell fragrance if your deck is reliant on spells? Oh, it's not reliant. They just wanted to, okay. Well, I mean, I guess that deals with everything. Is your last card a monster? How do I have more cards than you at this point? What were you, why didn't you just wait? What were you scared of? Let's branded fusion? No? Okay. All right. That has to be the weirdest duel I have ever played. Holy fuck. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was Swordsoul? That was a Swordsoul deck? The fuck? How did they brick that badly with this? What must they have had? Alright, so here we are, dawn of the 5th stream, which means we're down to the wire. It's this stream and one more we have to try to get into Diamond. I'm thinking we can do it now because I have a new build. This one was provided by Mr. MBT Yu-Gi-Oh! He didn't build it himself, but he found this list for me, at least partially. I made a couple little changes to it, but it's working significantly better. I played a few over the weekend. We've been testing it in the solo mode, and I think it's good. Basically, we're still doing a lot of the same Predator combos we were doing before, a lot of the same branded combos. The big difference between this and the last build, I believe, playing the Edge Imp Chain polymerization thing. This is a nice little engine where basically you're playing Fright for Patchwork, and it searches these two. If you send this to the graveyard for any reason, it searches Fright for Patchwork, gets you polymerization, and just being able to have poly means you're not as reliant on like having Bufo or being able to get a Predaplant on the field or into the graveyard. So we're doing that. We're up to 44 cards again, but I have a better understanding of how all these work and everything. It's a very complicated deck. I'm very glad I don't have to make a deck profile because holy shit, this is a bit trickier than I think, which I think this is why this isn't the best deck. It's not that this isn't great, it has a higher power ceiling than Branded does, but it's a lot harder to play than Branded. So it's one of those things where like, if you're just measuring power, this is the strongest, but it's easier to misplay, which means it doesn't get into those top ranks as much. Because even if you have a pilot who knows what they're doing, if they get tired, if they lose focus or whatever, they can easily end up slipping down ranks just through misplays. We're gonna try our best though, even though Twitch chat is kind of distracting me. There we go. As you can see, we're still on the winning side of things. We don't have quite as big of a lead as we did, but hopefully we can push that lead even higher. We're in Plat 4. Let's see if we can make our way up to Diamond tonight, shall we? Alright, well, we can go ahead and add 1 to our Cobra counter. That is unfortunate. What isn't unfortunate is that we got Branded Opening and Bipliss. And that allows us to search Branded Fusion and chain block that by searching a Predaplant. So we can add, I guess, Orphis Scorpio. Let's go ahead and get the Branded Fusion. And what I'm going to do is something I did in testing. We're going to use the Orphis Scorpio. We're going to discard the Darling Tonia. Yeah, we're going to summon this. Normally we would do the Predaplant half of the combo first, but we need to get this back into the deck. So what we're going to do, right, is we're going to Branded Fusion. We're going to make Lubellion. We're going to discard the Polymerization because we don't need it. Not at the moment, anyway. We're gonna activate Despian Tragedy, because who doesn't like free pluses? Don't matter. Yeah. But yeah, the thing about Lubellion is that it can summon a fusion monster by shuffling the materials back into the deck. So what we would have done is made Dragostapelia by using itself and the Darling Tonia Cobra. That would shuffle it back into the deck, so that we can then use the Clammy Sundew to make Ambulance, I forget whatever it's called, the like dinosaur-looking Predaplant, and that can summon the thing from the deck, which just allows us to get even more stuff. It's a little bit of a long, convoluted combo, but, you know, that's how we win half the time. And we still won, even though we added 1 to our Cobra counter, so that's good. And I have a lot of spells, chat.
Target one of your spellcasters, shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, add a Witchcrafter spell from your deck to your hand. Yeah, let's try this. So what I need to do is I need to bait something. So I think I have to use this to bait, unfortunately. Because everything else needs to resolve. So that gets negate. Then we can activate this, search for Poly and Edge Imp. Then we can opening the branded, special summon a Luber the Boober of Duber. And then even if they've been saving the Ash, we can chain block it. So they cannot Ash the Aluber because we've got this. Oh, they could just negate it with that. They don't appear to be wanting to, though. Go for this. We'll make Albion. Use Albion. Use Stay Sailor. Stay strong, Sailor! We believe in you! Okay, that sends Biplis. Yeah, let's just Mirror Jade here. It sucks that we won't get the search off the Albion because it's banished now. But this is like a must negate thing, right? They've got a whole field negate. It's chunky, but it works. Okay. So you must negate this. Otherwise, you're gonna get banished. Oh, and they're sending that. Oh, I guess they don't have one in hand. I mean, it'll use almost everything, but it'll get rid of almost everything for them, too. Okay. Sucks to lose my Mirror Jade this way, but this is the best way to do it. You, and you, and you. Guardian Chimera! Come and guard me, Squire! Another Poly. So we pop this, we get rid of that, and there we go! See, the Predaplant, the ability to just search that one extra monster is what made all the difference this time. Like, yeah, we didn't really get to summon the Predaplants or use them all that much, but simply having Biplis and a Stay Sailor Romaine, the plant engine, is what allowed us to rank up and get 100 more gems. Yay, I like gems. Alright, so after a big long string of going second and running into a bunch of branded decks, I've decided to make a couple small changes. Mainly, we're adding in Verte Anaconda, even though we can't summon it like 90% of the time and we get locked out and it's only good for situations where you're already screwed. I keep finding myself in those situations, so we're just adding it in and we're getting rid of the Millennium Eyes. I've also taken out Ad Libitum of Despia again. Every time someone competent sees my list, they tell me to put it back in, but I've never been in the position to actually activate it, and all it does is brick my hand. So I'm taking it out. We're at 43 cards, 3.5, because it's just a small change. Let's see if that works. Well, I mean, Orphis Scorpio is a good way to start. And this can maybe bait out an Ash or something. Oh, they don't have the Ash. All right, so it's Impermanent Veiler we have to worry about, although we could still kind of go. So we Orphis Scorpio, and we're going to discard the chain so we can just search another thing. Hey there, Mr. Blue. We'll activate this. Get ourselves a Fright for Patchwork for next turn. Then we use this. Woo, woo. Someone call an ambulance for me. We'll use this. That allows us to search the trap. There's one interaction. That is an interaction. One of only many. You will see soon. And we get the Darlingtonia. Oh, darling. Oh, honey. Give me that branded fusion, bunny. And then we activate branded fusion. Hey ho, let's go. We can make Albion. We'll send Stay Sailor. Albion goes there. We'll use these effects. Albion will make the Mirror Jade. This will send a Biplis. Adios, Bissy Blissy. We go for this. We'll just banish these two from the graveyard. It's your buddy Mirror Jade, full of icicles and frost. This will get me a dang old Triantis for next turn. And actually, let's keep these off the field. We've got the Polymerization. Go ahead and do it like this. Polymerization. make Dragostapelia using this. Ooh, actually, we could go even one step further. This is to go one step beyond. So you can use the 2 of those to make Dragostapelia, and then just for added fun, we'll Bufo, we'll Triantis, and now that we've got 3 dark monsters on the field, we can activate this effect and make Tripothyvern as well. Bada bingo, bada bango. And then we'll just resolve some of these effects, shall we? Triantis will put counters on everything, which will make this big, big, big. And then we'll add the Triantis back to our hand. End the turn, and then Albion will activate, allowing us to get the fucking Super Poly. So we've got Super Poly in trap form. We've got 1 negate, 2 monster negates, a summon negate, and a monster banish. This is like 6 things of interaction plus the Ash in hand. Now granted, if they have something like, oh yeah, we're just gonna get rid of that now. Normal summon a rock? Get the fuck out of here. I am not dealing with rocks. Now you can't special summon Adamanticipators, and I have enough interaction that I can just do that. Ah, Mr. Schmarty opening with the Block Dragon. Hearty-tarty-tarty-tar. Alright. End phase. Yeah, let's just go ahead and... Okay, good. Good, I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, there's a way to do this. I probably got it, but, you know, I want to make sure I do it right. But either way, that's possibly the best hand this produces. Alright, so the deck's doing a little bit better, but we're still running into some problems with bricks, which makes sense because this deck has a whole bunch of one-ofs, and if you get a bunch of them in your hand, you could just be screwed over. So I'm gonna try to fix that a little bit, and I think the best way to do that is to remove the Frightfur engine. As good as that can be when it works, like, when it works, it's awesome, but we've been running into a bunch of duels where we're ending the game and we have, like, 2 Edge Imp chains in hand and, like, 1 poly that we can't do anything with. And you can't play less than 2 chain, 2 poly, because otherwise the whole engine falls apart. That's a big reason why the deck is over 40 cards to begin with. So we took out all 6 of those, and instead we replaced them with this, which people have suggesting, Keeper of Dragon Magic. When this is normal or special summoned, you can discard a card, add a Polymerization or Fusion normal spell from your deck to your hand. So this basically just runs in the same thing that Darlingtonia Cobra does. It can search instant fusion or branded fusion, which in this variant of the deck makes it more powerful because it means we can access either section of our deck if we don't open the other one. And generally we want to normal summon that over something like a Luber, because if we can also discard a Biplis off of it, we can get things going. Tragedy was also in there. I took that out. That's another good, like, when you discard something, you get something. Except we really don't want to search any of the branded or Despia monsters because they don't do anything in our hand. Unlike the Predaplants, where once you get these in your hand, you can do things, or you can search like Predaplanting and then do stuff from there. So we're gonna try this build. It might be a little too light on the Despia engine. It might be a little too reliant on the normal summon or have too many normal summons. I guess we'll figure that out. All right, we're gonna go for a 50% chance. I think it's this one. Good eye, sniper. Oh, I shoot and you run. The words are written on the walls. The loss of friends you didn't have. I'll call you when the time is right. Are you in or are you out? I'm glad I saved the Ash until now. Bet you wish you had that cold buy right about now, didn't you? Ha cha 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 cha. Oh. Why do I open with this so often? Oh, it's one of those hands, is it? I'm so sorry. Let me guess, though, it's because you've got Maxi in hand. No? Alright. I think I win, then. The only other thing would be, like, Droll Lock. If it's Droll Lock, then I'm also screwed. No, I think they're just fucked. Nibiru, maybe? Okay, they've ashed that, which is perfectly fine, because this is where I just like, okay, a Luber can't search branded fusion? Well, what if I summon Darlingtonia Cobra? Is that allowed to search branded fusion? Let's just max C now, shall we? Alistair? Accumulated Fortune? 60 card Runick? Oh, okay. They do not care. Just search the last fountain. Ooh, yes! The perfect Ash! This is just what you want, chat. It's everything you want. It's everything you need. It's everything inside of you that you wish you could be. We drew all the right cards at exactly the right time, but they know nothing about it because they don't know why. Yeah, so they're gonna negate that, which is fine. That was bait anyway. And then they're gonna be like, okay, good. Now I need to draw several cards. Hopefully I didn't banish. Okay. I got my one Triantis and Albaz is gone. They're like, now I will draw 3. Shuffle back, draw 3, and I'll be like, nah. Then you're good. Because now they're out of resources. We get Bufo, because we already normal summoned. And then we branded Fusion. We already had it. No! Wait, I think this works. But this is a dragon! And all of the other ones are dragons? A sad state of affairs. Triantis. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Are you ready, chat? It's time for them to learn the power of Tripathirburn. We'll use this, and even one of these. By using 3 monsters on the field, I can make the big plant. And then, because I use this as fusion material, I can spread counters. So many counters, as many as I have monsters on the field. The interesting thing about these counters is that they make your level 1. Nothing big deal on their own. However, there is a secondary effect. You see, Tripathirburn gains attack equal to every monster with a predator counter, giving him 11,000 attack and allowing him to decimate your attack position monster with the wrath of 1,000 suns. Take this and perish. Wait, what does this do? You can, next time it would be destroyed, it's not destroyed. Oh, okay. But you still take the damage, right? This is a you still take the damage kind of effect? They're still taking all the, replay the attack. Because they're still gonna take the damage, right? You still take the damage! All right, one more win and we get a rank. We're going second, but we're putting on our cool guy shades. Hopefully this will allow us to rank up into the stratosphere, beyond that which our opponent can comprehend. Oh, we opened with Cobra. Let's just add another number to our Cobra ranking, shall we? Gosh darn Cobra. We did also open with instant fusion plus branded fusion, so we're probably good. Let's just do this. If they don't summon anything, we're fine. If they do, we'll get at least a couple draws. It's fine that we opened Cobra because we also opened with every normal fusion spell in our deck. Like, this can search any card that's a spell that says poly or fusion, and we've got all 3 of those already. So we literally have nothing to search anyway. Just surrender. Just surrender to the power of Matt. They're not surrendering, chat. We're gonna get a couple cards. We've got to hope. Mathmech is one of the more powerful decks in the format right now. They can do quite a bit of things. It's just gonna be a matter of if we have what it takes to be a rock and roll band. Okay, so they've got the Super Factorial. They have one in the graveyard already. So if they make Alan Bershin and then they detach, they're going to have it. Add 1 Mathmech card. We could Ash this. They already have the Super Factorial though, so I don't think there's really a point. They can only activate once per turn. They just get a diameter for next turn, and hopefully there won't be a next turn. because we've got so much stuff. We can just OTK them like we just did a minute ago. Yeah, let's just instant fusion. Let's just start our searchy game and see what we can get up to. Yeah. Hello, it's me. We will activate this. Will you Ash Blossom the search? Question mark. Going for the factorial now. Alright, so we're losing this off the field, which kind of sucks, but not really. I think in this case, what we want to go for is the Biplist. Because they're basically going to... They can send a monster, a spell trap, and a card from the hand. With Laplation. So we're going to lose something, so let's get this. That way, if we lose that, we get a search. Yay! They also now have an Omni Negate. Awesome! Perfect! They hit exactly according to plan. All according to Kaiju. We haven't even normal summoned. We have not even normal summoned yet, chat. Let's do that. Let's normal summon. Let's activate this effect. Let's send this. Yeah. I'm realizing now I should have searched Bufo. I got a little too ahead of myself. Let's get this. Let's go ahead and reveal our power level, shall we? Behold, I had branded fusion the entire time. We're gonna send Snow and Albaz. So we've got that. We're going to activate the Albaz. We're gonna do this. Select monsters for fusion material. This one and this one. Banish those two. Special summon, activate, discard a card from our hand. Let's go with this one. They haven't negated yet, and I'm not certain why. Everything goes back. Yeah, that's probably the best. And then we can just pop everything with Chimera, and we've got it. So we use this, and the Ash. Oh, the circular didn't... Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, they didn't get the negate. Okay. Okay. Pendulum scale. This does it, chat. We're just gonna do the same thing we did. We've got all these. It's time to boof it up. Can I get boof it up in the chat? Boof it up, boof it up, boof it up, boof it up. It's time to slam, and welcome to the jam. It's time to slam, and welcome to the bread encounters, baby. Okay, Bufo gets me this back in case I need it, and then you get a counter, you get a counter, you get a counter, you get a counter. Everyone gets counters, and now I have 13,000 attack. So unless you have honest, they surrendered before the hit. They knew what was coming and they baked a cake, but they couldn't bake fast enough. The power of math is nothing to the power of plants as we finally rank up into Plat 2. Oh, this is grindier than I thought. And here we are, dawn of the final stream. I have about 4 more hours to try to make it as far as I can. And it's not looking like Diamond 1 is going to be achievable this time. Partially because we started in gold. We had to spend a couple streams farming up from gold first. But I think if you saw the Umi episode, one thing that should be clear by now is that even if you're playing a really good deck, grinding into Diamond 1 is not easy. It's absolutely a grind that's going to take a lot of time. Probably more than the 24 hours I spend on this. That's 6 streams, 4 hours each if my math is correct. I should probably, if I really want to get to Diamond 1 consistently, maybe lengthen the show, but the episodes are already so long. I feel like you get tired of the deck after a while. I know I certainly do. But I'm hoping we can at least get it into Diamond, because I'm very confident. I mean, it's branded. We know that it's Diamond worthy, right? Most of the Diamond 1 decks, at least like a third of them, are branded. So I should be able to do this. It's just a matter of getting lucky and not making any mistakes. And with the Predaplant branded version, not making mistakes is much harder. This deck is very complicated, but in a fun way. I'm enjoying it. Hopefully you are enjoying it too. Alright, so we've made a couple little changes to the deck. I'm only counting this as half of a version. Basically, we're removing the Cosmic Cyclones and the Harpy's Feather Duster because we haven't run into any Floodgate decks yet. And instead we're replacing them with Evenly Matched because we've been losing a lot of coin tosses and this helps going second. and might still possibly be live going first. We'll have to see. If nothing else, I have like a million discard outlets, so I can get rid of that. We also got rid of Branded and Red because I'm not really activating it all that much. Maybe I could put... The problem is trying to find room for it in here. I'm not sure what we would remove. If I take out any more Predaplants, then I'm not going to be able to activate that stuff. I've already got a very limited Despia engine. I can't really remove like the hand traps and stuff, so I'm kind of at a loss for what to remove here. So we removed that, and we just added in one more Clammy Sundew, because that gives me one more Predaplant name that can also be kind of a combo starter if we get it. So let's hope that this does a little bit better. No, we are going first. Our first turn combo is a bit different though. Yeah, I haven't won a single coin toss since we started today. Like, I'm about to D-rank, and it's entirely because I have lost 7 coin tosses in a row. I don't know, I'm starting to consider maybe I should go back on the OTK version I was playing earlier. And then we opened with Cobra too. Fantastic, another ding for the Cobra counter. We opened with Cobra and Romarin. Unfortunate. And our opponent's on Runick, and we have no hand traps. Telekinetic charging cell. Monster Gate. Vylon Sphere. Alright, well, never mind. You know, we may have gotten unlucky, but apparently they got more unlucky. I'll take it. We get to stay in Plat 2, baby. Yep, they had Stein and Sphere. They had 2 cards, 2 monsters in their deck. They were really just hoping that, like, activate Monster Gate, try to get to this. If you do, you're good. If not, you're fucked. Mario teaches typing. That would have been cool. That is a nice board you have there. Would be a shame if someone were to super poly it. If you want to just surrender now, I understand. Let's make Trifethivern, shall we? With you, and you, and you. Everything go away. Hello, my name is Big, and I am big. Normal summon. We'll do this. I guess we discard the Ash because we need the Bufo. Why not Dramaturge? It would immediately come back because it summons itself if it's used as material. Instant fusion. We're instantly fusing. Hello, I'm an ambulance. Wee-oo, wee-oo. DuckTales, wee-oo. That seems like a cool thing to negate. That's what I would negate, probably. Anyway... Bufo? Let's go ahead and we're gonna activate this. Let's just reveal the Mirror Jade and summon the Aluber face down from our graveyard. Oh, they're going to Despia now. I see. Pop a couple cards, maybe. Is drama once per turn? I thought so. Yeah. That's Aluber. Luber. So they get to pop a couple cards. They must choose very wisely. Really depends what they draw here. Oh damn, and they get branded lost too. Fuck. I might just be dead, actually. I might have gotten too confident. I assume most people only run one branded in red. Oh, okay, they didn't get the bird that lets them negate stuff. This is negated, unfortunately. Just gotta hope they didn't draw Ash. Ah, come on. Okay, let's send... Get another Bufo. Okay, yeah. We still haven't done most of the Predaplant stuff. We use this. We use this. Let's send that to the graveyard. Let's fusion summon ourselves a Mirror Jade. Let's use this and one of these. We'll get this. Get another Bufo! Go ahead, we just banished the Chimera, right? So we banish that. Oh, it comes back. It negates its effects, okay. Pendulum Scale, and then we do this. Fusion Summon. We make this one, right? If we do this, then... Well, at least we have a negate on the field. Big number. Yeah, we make a Dragostapelia, then we put a counter on Dramaturge. And that makes this stronger. And we could summon that if we wanted to. It wouldn't do much of anything, but we could do it. So we go in for 6,000. Go in for 27. It's not quite game. Oh, they're just blocking the damage? You generally want to save that. And then, if that weren't enough, during the end phase, we can activate one of our Albions, and we'll set Branded Banishment. So now we've got a super poly for them. It can delete his whole field. Unless they have super poly. Yeah, if they have super poly, I'm probably just fucked. That's unfortunate. However, I think we still activate this. I can't use Mirror Jade anymore. So what we do now is we finally get to make the ultimate boss monster. The entire point of playing this deck. Starving Venom Preda Power Fusion Dragon. Behold! Dun 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 dun. Big, big, big. Big go Preda Power Rangers. It's so overly designed. It's everything. Okay, so they're gonna attempt to fuse. So what we can do is put a counter on it using Dragostapelia. That negates it, but more importantly, this thing can negate anything by tributing a monster that has a predator counter on it from either side of the field. So now I can use their own Fallen of Albaz as cost to negate their next play. What? Okay, apparently they have this, but I can negate the summon. This fusion summoned is you can target one dark monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll just bring itself back. Fuck you. Fuck you, bitch, I lived! But he came back! Any monster zones to the graveyard. Ah, I see. I should probably be playing that. I didn't know it could fuse, like, just contact fuse. Add one polymerization, so they get the branded fusion for next turn. But I think they may just be dead. Oh, thanks, Evenly, you're just in time. I wish I could put a counter on my own monsters. That would be nice. It's fine. We'll go in 3,000, 3,600. All right, we did it! And we did it with the Predator power! That's what I'm talking about, baby! That's what I like to see! I really need my evenly matched. Can I draw my evenly matched, please? You're not evenly matched. Soul of the Supreme King. Gotcha. Its effects are negated, right? So yeah, it's just no spells this turn, essentially, which is all of our plays. Almost all of our plays. We do have one thing we can do. Let's try this. We're going to discard that. We're gonna fusion summon. This doesn't lock you out of anything. That's unfortunate. Sending a bunch of stuff. Entragina. Let's summon this. Let's go and just search our branded fusion for next turn. Maybe we'll be able to activate that at some point. Pay half your life points, summon a thing. It mocks us with its smug aura. Okay. Does that negate the effect? No. When your opponent activates, you can banish. They can't activate this in response. Thank you. I'll just be activating this. Don't mind me. That's a nice 3 dark monsters you have on the field there. Be a shame if someone were to fusion summon with all of them, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? The Predaplants are prepared to dominate the world with super polymerization. We rank up, baby. We did it, Kritter. Yeah. Hey, Hey, anytime you open with instant fusion, it's a good day. These three, not so much. But we've at least got something, you know. Let's do this and hope they don't activate Max C instantly. Well, fuck. That just fucks my puckle.
One eternity later.
Fine. Yeah, let's do it. Banish everything. I've got a monster and you cannot stop me. I can make them send 2 things. Fuck it. Banish 2 of your things. I will not go quietly into the night, Runick. I will drag this out for as long as it takes. They went for the fountain. Could go for Verte, I could not. 14 cards left in deck. Ash, alright. We're getting there, Chad. We're getting there. Tick tock, tick tock. I wish I could tribute someone. I can only tribute Set. Alright, 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 alright. My baby don't mess around because she loves me this, and now I know for sure. Set a card. The snow beatdown is real. Can I get much higher? I was like, we can attack and then main phase 2, set this over snow. So next turn we can flip it up and go for game, but wouldn't be game. Goes and match. Ah, you fool! I only have 1 monster! Floodgate me all you want, it won't stop the snowy rampage! Battle phase. Woo, woo! Red alert, red alert! Fuck it, let's spook 'em, chat. I have no Predaplants to search. Alright. They've got 1 shot, 1 opportunity, and we have the Ash. Have they bricked? Have we beaten the Runick menace? Come on. Yes! We did it! Perseverance! Oh, your floodgates mean nothing, buffoon! I have out-survived ye! Go back to the pits of hell from whence you came! Snow beat down too strong! Alright, 1 more win and we get to Diamond. Previously, putting Kritter on our head didn't help. We get to go first. Previously, putting the glasses on didn't help. But what if we combined the power of both? Are Kritter and the glasses powerful enough to get us into Diamond 5? We've got a pretty good opening hand, although anytime you open with fucking Aluber is not what you want to do. I think this is the best one. We're gonna try this. This gets us the biggest combo if it goes off. If it does not go off, then we're doom screwed. We're fuck-knuckled. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. We get the Clammy Sundew. How's it going? And then we're gonna fusion summon. I like to fusion summon. We'll make the ambulance. Ambulance, rescue man, coming in with his rescue hands, searching stuff like you wanna do. You just gotta search 1 or 2 of them cards. What do they have? They have the Ash. That sucks, but it doesn't end our turn. So we don't get that, but we can still tribute this. Summon the Darlingtonia Cobra. And now we can just do fucking branded fusion things. Don't mind if I do. Thanks for using the Ash on that. I appreciate it. We're going to send this. We don't got the Roma, so we'll have a Fairy Tale Snow, although we're not going to have a whole lot of cards to use it. Go ahead and activate this. Let's make the dang old Donald. I don't know why this is Donald. It just is. Don't ask questions. It just costs too many questions. There we go. We're going for this. And I think we want to discard the Albaz because that's less likely. This is just like a 1-card starter. And then we can make the Mirrorjade by putting back this and this. Not a great setup because we don't have a fusion to make the other things, but we've still got a Mirrorjade, a big wall of shit, Max C, and Snow. Hopefully that'll be enough. And they're on 5 cards instead of 6. It's a decently powerful board, wouldn't you say, Kritter? Well, that's rude. I don't know why you would say that on camera like that, but that's whatever. He doesn't always agree with me, folks, but you know what? He's still my buddy, aren't you, Kritter? Oh. Well, I can still activate this. Okay, so now I have like no interaction. Oh, it's rank 8. Yeah, let's max C now. Rank 8 Turbo, here we come. They don't have the Ash. I'm pretty sure I can target Draglubion with the Snow, right? And flip it face down. Yes! Yes, we did it! Thank you! Oh, the glasses worked! All we had to do was face someone who didn't know what they were doing. Or maybe it was the Maxi, I don't know. But either way, we get ourselves into Diamond, baby! All the way up into that highest rank, 200 gems. Not sure how much further we'll be able to get. As I explained at the beginning of this day, I'm certain that this deck has the ability to go up to Diamond 1. It's just a matter if I can do it in the next hour. Probably not, but we'll try. We'll see how further. But at least we got up there. We won't be starting in gold again next episode.
And with that, ladies and non-ladies, we bring this episode to a close. In the end, I was only able to make it to Diamond 5 with Predaplants, but with some more time and practice, it probably could have gone all the way to Diamond 1. More so than any other deck I've played on this show, I can feel the potential dripping from Predaplants. They have all the tools necessary to compete at the highest levels, as well as the flexibility to be mixed with a ton of other engines and strategies. The only thing holding this archetype back is a lack of expertise. It doesn't get included in the videos, but I do quite a bit of research for every deck I play. For Predaplants, though, I was only able to find a few other deck profiles out there. And each of them had wildly different ideas about what ratios and tech cards they should be playing. I experimented with all of them. I tried improving on their ideas, mixing them together, but I never found what felt like the perfect list. The fact is, few top duelists have even tried playing Predaplants, and the cards are so new that the few who have can't agree on what the best build is. I tried my best to figure that out, but I only have 3 weeks, and with a deck this complicated, this new, and with this many options, there just wasn't enough time. Well, plus we started in gold, which slowed us down a bit, and also I lost like 25 coin tosses in a row. The people on stream saw that. That was just exceptionally unlucky. There were a lot of things working against us this month, but we still made it to Diamond, and I had a good time doing it, and hopefully you did too. But anyway, now that it's the end of the episode, let's take a moment to be super nerdy and look over our statistics for January 2023. I ended up playing 136 duels with Predaplants over the course of 7 dueling sessions. I won 80 of those duels and lost 56, which gives this deck an overall win rate around 59%. We went through 7.5 builds during that time before settling on the Branded Plants variant behind me, which contains 13 common cards, 19 super rare cards, and 23 ultra rare cards. I spent 9,000 gems on this month's deck, which would cost about $144 if you bought them all at the store at the standard price. And finally, all of this would not have been possible without 386 awesome patrons who helped support the channel. 28 of those patrons donated $25 or more this month, so I'd like to take a moment to thank them personally. Their names are Davon Crushin, Cat Monarch, Austin Glover, Chris W, Ya Boy Slurp, Muntry, Barbarians Are Us, Choppy Rice, Chris Kessler, Default Titan 97, Dancing Joker, Emperor Lelouch, Frosty Punch, Inge Magnus, Jeff M, Jeremy Gorneau, JJ Squirtle, Long Live the Queen, Matt, MBT Yugioh, Nathan, Gnawdog the Razor, Quintingent, Sanguine Strawberry, Tangen Toppin Bob Ross, TJ Minty, Viscount Billy Esquire, and Wonder Waffle. If you'd like to join them, there's a Patreon link down in the description. Just $1 gets you on the Discord, $25 gets your name read out in the credits, and for $10 you can get a special role that allows you to vote on what I play next. Speaking of which, next time on Ladder Climb, we're putting on our reading glasses, cause we're playing Libromancers, the new ritual archetype all about books and the geeky boys who read them. If you want to see me attempt this in real time, you can follow me over at twitch.tv/hardleggaming, where I stream most of my duels. Otherwise, until next time, good luck and have fun.